All right, so we are back with another normal vlog, back to the normal setup. Currently, I am testing out a couple samples, just using different hoodies and materials and things like that, testing out kind of what ones I like, what ones I don't like, because the surface I use only has a certain amount of companies that use it, like Bella Canvas, American Apparel, Gildan, things like that. Names you've heard of, names that probably a lot of your products are, but the tags are changed or customized like that. And also currently applying to grad school. If some of you know, if some of you are kind of in this situation where they've lifted a lot of the testing. So I know one of my friends just got into his master's program for electrical engineering, MBA stuff. They've lifted a lot of the testing required because of this COVID thing. So it's time. I'm just applying to kind of shoot it out there, leave my options open, and just kind of go with it, see what happens. And so I'm sure, as a lot of you have heard, if you're on the internet, this whole Robinhood, trading, Wall Street, GameStop, stuff like that. So I actually used Robinhood to do my trading. So now I'm looking for another one. I've heard Webull, which I heard started restricting trading, which is completely illegal. If you follow Barstool and Dave Portnoy, you know who that is. He runs it. He started the company, things like that. He's been a real big advocate for it. Basically, what happened was a bunch of people decided to buy GameStop stock, which was very low, and a large hedge fund bought it to short it, which means they bet that it was going to go down. So they borrowed the stocks thinking it was going to go down. A bunch of people caught onto this, and they said, all right, well, we're going to buy it and make the price go up. The price skyrocketed. A bunch of people made a lot of money. I personally know people I went to school with that made like $18,000 off a $2,000 purchase, which is an insane return. But Robinhood stopped that. And Webull, I've heard, has been doing things like that too. So I'm currently looking for a new trading app. So this vlog's gonna be a little shorter. We're gonna end it with some business talk and kind of the steps I'm going through, the process I'm going through. And hopefully it can teach you guys something and learn from my mistakes. I've tried this before. I tried to start a clothing company in high school. Didn't really work out. I didn't have money. I was working minimum wage jobs. And so I just used whatever extra money I had, my friends as models, and just kind of went to every public park in Houston and took photos of it. So it was a fun trial and error. I still think I have like 30 of the shirts. I ordered like 50 of them for $500, which was like my whole bank account. But it was a good learning lesson. It was cool. So what I'm doing this time is a print on demand. So print on demand wasn't around whenever I first tried to do it. I had to order actually 50 shirts. So I had to decide. I think it was like 11 mediums, 20 larges, and 5 smalls, or however I broke it up. I did statistically what were the sizes, like girl size, guy size. Now you don't have to do that. Now how it works is you get a service, like Printful is the one I'm using now, and then you get Shopify, for example, as a main hub for a website, and then you use them. So every time they place an order, it goes to Printful, so I never have to have any inventory. And so what I've been seeing online is a lot of people just kind of reviewing the websites that they use, or the websites, and just kind of reading the overview of what they do. And so they say it's a review. I don't really trust that. If you're not going to use it and put your money into it, then I don't see how you can review something you didn't use. But in any regard, I'm using Printful. I ordered 2 hoodies. So one of them is print. So it's all print, like you see on any design, like for example, this is printed on. And then the other one is embroidered. So like this hoodie right here, this is embroidered, and actually print on the back, which we'll get to that, which is really custom and something pretty expensive, but it could be an option down the line once you get growth and things like that. But yeah, so I ordered one that was all print to get the print quality. They should be here in about a week. And then I ordered one that was just embroidered on the front, just to kind of get a feel for it, have some samples, and see what the quality is like. All you really need is a domain name and a place to host your server for your website. That's how it works. You pay monthly, and normally you can combo them because the domain can come from a different website as the server, and things like Shopify or Squarespace, you've seen a lot of ads from on YouTube. That's how they kind of combine them together, so you can do a one-stop shop. So the thing that you gotta remember is you gotta decide, A, what kind of blank do you want? So for example, this one is a cotton heritage. So if you see any apparel you see like this is a Carhartt, this is cotton heritage. Gildan is another one that a lot of companies use. I think Antisocial Social Club uses it, and a lot of other companies. Gildan is normally the cheapest, and you can print all over. Certain companies don't allow printing on different spots. Some companies have the tag in the back, like that cotton heritage one. It has the tag in the back, which you normally want to get rid of. A lot of people use Champion too. If you see the C on like hats, I have a hat that I did a sample on, and has the Champion logo. It's kind of looked down upon to use that, just to have another person's logo right next to your own. So I went with a little different company to do the hats specifically, and then I did 1 Gildan and 1 Cotton Heritage for the hoodie samples. And so with the hoodie samples, like I said, one's embroidered. So like this Travis Scott hoodie, this one is a very high quality hoodie. So it's got every color is additional price. So every color you do is additional. So this is expensive. And then on the back, it's actually printed on it. So this isn't embroidered. This is an ink and a print. So they did embroidery and printing. I have to find somebody that can do that. I don't think Printful or Printify or any of these on-demand companies can do that, just because it is so custom and they can't do that for everyone. Because like I said, with print on demand, as soon as you order one, let's say you order a large black hoodie, as soon as you order that, they bring it up and then their machine either prints it out or does their embroidery. So that's kind of the method of how to do it without having inventory. And so bringing you along with this, like I said, this is the beginning of the business talk of the side of it, where this is the growth through it. This is part of the Odyssey series. That's why it's called that, is just learning through it and understanding the steps. So if you decide to do it, you don't make the same mistakes I do, that I will eventually down the line. But that's kind of what we're starting with. And so kind of with that, like I said, it is a learning experience. And as we get more, I'm going to be using my friends as models. I'm going to be using different environments as photo shoot areas, just so I can get different scenes. And then you'll be able to see kind of how you can do it on a budget, because I'm not working with a whole bunch of money to spend. I don't have 10, 20 grand to launch this company off. This is just kind of off of a whim because I'm really interested in it. And I kind of got that itch back as soon as I was done with school to kind of start this all over again. Of course, whenever I'm not in a place where I can get a bunch of models and a bunch of different scenes to do a photo shoot, I move back, and I don't have any of that. So we're gonna just go with the flow and see what we can get out of it. And like I said, I'm gonna keep you updated on this vlog about the journey. And kind of one last thing to touch on. So we're gonna go over the back end stuff, like I said, building the website, going through it, and we're gonna focus mainly on the advertising, the distribution, because I think that's the most entertaining part. I mean, going to photo shoots, filming and getting all those, the B-roll, the footage, the photos, I think that's the most exciting part. So that's what we're really gonna focus on. But if it does want some attention and people wanna see kind of how I'm gonna run it, we will show a bit of the back end of the pricing models, of what we're gonna do about growing it. And it's just gonna kind of be a learning experience for me, hopefully a learning experience for you, and just kind of show the ins and outs of how I think it should be run. If it fails, it fails. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I'm just ready for it. I'm excited for it. And hopefully we get some other people on board just to kind of help it out. And it's always more fun whenever you're doing it with people that you care about and can get excited about it with you. So with that, I appreciate it if you guys could subscribe, like the video, let me know what you want to see. Let me know what your thoughts are, and we can just kind of move forward with that. But like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching. I know it's a little bit of a shorter vlog, but I will see you in the next one, and have a great week.